Alright everyone, we are live. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've done Pokemon Moon, and I know there was supposed to be a White 2 Sigilyph video today, but here's what happened. I actually was almost done with the run, but I realized I wasn't recording for half of it. I had the recording paused, and I was just so pissed off I just canceled the video. But this Sunday, I will do a 2-in-1 stream with White 2, Behem versus Sigilyph, so those runs will be done. I'm hoping to get back to a normal video schedule this next coming week. Just doing the whole ZA catch 'em all speedrun in practice just really threw off a lot of timing, but it was just a run I really want to do. Also, hello N1, yes, I did get your notes. So yeah, everyone, Axew did not make the notes for once. N1 actually offered to. One thing I will say, your notes are definitely far easier to read. Axew's notes are great and all. The problem is with Axew is he puts sometimes way too much detail into them. And sometimes it's a little hard to like see all the text. It just means I have to skim through it and just read slower. Also, yeah, I think from now on it'll actually be better to start the stream at the tier list. So as you can see in our tier list right now, our top place candidate is a 21103 with Kyogre. And let's look at some other legendaries. We have a Mewtwo 13. Mewtwo is just slightly behind. I think Mewtwo and Mew are actually very competitive in this game. I literally think either one could win. Solgaleo, very good. Kyurem, really good. Zekrom, But remember, these three runs here were done without Z crystals because I originally banned them for the first 7 runs. But, yeah, I will re-rank those in 2027. I just wanted to give myself 1 year before I officially re-rank them. So yeah, in terms of a legendary, I do think this can get top 10, because from what I've heard, all of the Tapus are actually pretty decent. Excuse me. Alright, let me bring up the Solo Deck software right here. So yeah, we start off with Quick Attack, False Swipe, Withdraw, and Thunder Shock. And we're, funnily enough, a physical attacker, which is kind of funny. And our special attack is still very good, though. 95 special attack is still pretty good. Because especially we'll get access to... Oh. We actually don't get Charge Beam. That's interesting. The Tapus are the only legendaries allowed. It's probably because they're not one of those, like, OP legendaries, because they have base stat totals under 600. They have the same... They have a lower base stat total than... like Komodo and Gudra. Oh yeah, Thundershock's gonna be pretty good. There's really no major ground types specialists until... Honestly, besides just random people with Diglets, literally just Hapu. Hapu is the only ground specialist. And in the 2 Olivia fights, the only time where Olivia uses a ground type is in the Elite Four with Golem. She does not have any other... Wait, no. No, she never uses ground types. Because she uses a Alolan Golem. So yeah, she does not use any ground types. So electric types can actually do good on her. I don't think she really has electric moves in round 1, in the first Olivia fight, but I'm pretty sure in the second round, some of her Pokemon have Earthquake. But yeah, we also get Shockwave at 14, which is nuts. And Charge is going to be kind of a useless move. It does give you +1 to your special defense when you use it, though. And all of them have Nature's Madness. What's this do? Damage dealing fairy type move. It can be upgraded to a special Z move. Nature Madness deals 50% of the use... Oh, this is literally just a clone of Super Fang. Gross. So yeah, basically no good fairy moves by level up. And we just get Dazzling Gleam by TM, which is in the Vast Pawnee Canyon. We gotta wait a while for that. Yeah, we're essentially just gonna have to rely on electric moves, but we do get U-turn as potential coverage for Nanu, And we get acrobatics, which is good. We get fly. Bunch of normal moves. We get Calm Mind on Pawnee Island. Z Rain Dance if we wanted a speed boost, but our speed is actually so good. It's actually tied for 16th overall out of everything. We're actually not going to be running a plus speed nature. We're actually going to be running a rash nature. I think the cutoff point for like whether you need a plus speed nature, if I had to guess, it's probably like at least like 110 to 120. Oh yeah, we're going to have Electric Surge as our ability, which always summons an electric terrain. And what electric terrain does, it doubles the power of electric moves. I don't think it has any other effect besides that. I know Misty Terrain can prevent priority moves from working, but electric terrain just giving us permanent double damage is going to be really good. Oh yeah, Vikavoult's going to be an issue. Oh yeah, and also, yeah, because of these notes, we're not really going to plan out things much. Yeah, thanks to N1 for that, because usually the planning process takes like 40 minutes. Anything else? Grass Knot, if we need that. Also, Grass Knot, when it's used with the Grassium Z, really good. Let's see. I don't see anything here. I guess I'll have to go to Bulbapedia directly. There's a... Alright, hold on. Pokemon DB is actually very good for showing Z crystal damage. Because I'm pretty sure it has a set power. Yeah, 160. So it'll be a 160 power move no matter what. Shame it doesn't get Solar Beam though, because Solar Beam has just become so useful in this game. You just, if anything gets Solar Beam, it just gets one of the most powerful Grass Z moves in the game. It also prevents sleeping. Okay. That could help in some spots. Yeah, I guess, let's get started then, shall we? Alright, so I'm going to read a couple of paragraphs of these notes. Electric Surge, Rash Nature, Hidden Power Ice. We need something that can deal with Flygon and Grass types. Go with 30 HP and 30 defense instead of the default 30 attack and defense to train a bit less on the stat. Huh. Oh well, that's not a big deal. We'll be using Workup, Acrobatics, Grass Knot, Roost, Volt Switch, Wild Charge, Thunder, Calm Mind, Dazzling Gleam. Oh, he even put in necessary EVs for level 68. 136 attack, 120 special attack, 48 speed. Okay, we don't have to worry about speed. And for these other stats, we can just buy vitamins. No point in EV trading early on. If we're a bit short in some, we can just go get those EV reducing friendship berries. Alright, Alolan Raticate, spam Spark, Ala, 1 Workup and Sweep, grab Acrobatics, Wishy-Washy Lull, Salazzle, level 23, either Spark or Acrobatics are a clean 2-shot, and an Oko on Salandit. The Marowaks can have Lightning Rod when fighting them. Lurantis, at level 26, will start to Speed Tie. Either way, it's a 2-hit KO. Due to how the AI works, it's going to try and KO you with Solar Blade instead of going for Synthesis on turn 2. Olivia, Electrics are immune to Thunder Wave, giving Koko a perfect setup with Workup. Oh yeah, and we'll be having access to Z Workup as well, which is +2 attack, +1 special attack. Alright, I don't think we need to read any more from here. Dude, that chat is why is the chat... Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. Alright, also, wait, do I need to be playing for, Air Balloon or Return? AN1, do I need Return TM or the Air Balloon? Because, I didn't check to make sure what time I was playing on, but do I need either one of those? $140? That's just 4 extra EVs, not a big deal. Oh, it says here, Nanu, a tricky fight because of fake-out stalling and a lack of charge beam. We need Wild Charge, Volt Switch, and Grass Knot with Electrium Z. At level 40, a lot of Calcium and 36 attack EVs to win. Raw Wild Charge Sableye, get the Grass Knot range and Z Volt Switch as the strat here. Going all out to offense to avoid losing the terrain. We do want Air Balloon. Okay, so I need to make sure I'm playing in the daytime. What time am I starting at? Oh, I'm still synced to computer time. Okay. So, I want daytime, so I am going to need to set this to 12 a.m., which will be 12 p.m. for moon time. Yep, there we go. Otherwise, Hapu's almost impossible. Okay. So yeah, I'm assuming we'll need to get the 136, 140 special attack EVs before we do Nanu. Oh, here's Hapu. She's quite difficult, demanding both an air balloon and her Dugtrio going for Sandstorm using workup instead of turn 1 Ironhead. I do not think she's going to go turn 1 Ironhead. Here's the thing I've noticed with air balloon electric types. When you look at damage ranges, she sees that Sucker Punch will do... Oh, wait, we resist Dark. I was going to say, normally, if we resist Ironhead, Sucker Punch will do more damage, and she'll just spam that. But if both... Oh, wait, we're neutral to Iron... Yeah, she's going to go for Ironhead, I think. Otherwise, a reset, work up HP Ice and Grass Knot, at level 51 with 120 special attack, and you must connect versus Dugtrio. No, we're not weak to Steel. According to solo decks, we are weak to Poison and Ground. Wow, only 2 weaknesses. Yeah, we're neutral to Steel because of the electric typing. Okay, I have it set to daytime. Go. You know, the one disadvantage is, having to set up the electric terrain every single turn is definitely going to be costing time with all the text. But who knows, it'll definitely be to our benefit because the little bit of extra time the terrain costs will be time saved in the end because we won't have to 2-shot things with Thundershock. They'll be 1-shots. Alright, yeah, it's daytime, so that means the clock is set correct. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's still in the tutorial phase. Yeah, electric does resist steel. Oh yeah, and sorry I had to cancel the Behem stream on Tuesday. I just had no idea Pokebite was making Gen 5 run slower. Like, I thought that problem was fixed, but I guess I never really thoroughly tested it. But yeah, I did make a Pokebite-free version of the overlay. I'm not going to go back to BizHawk with PokeLink, just because Super Shucky has way better performance than BizHawk. So I want to keep using it. So I'm not going to have access to my EV spread, which is going to be unfortunate for me, but I want the clean 240 FPS. I think it's worth it. See ya, John. I kind of hate how we have to fight the rival 2 times in a row. Oh no, Pichu's Thundershock does more damage too. Whatever shall I do? Also, I like how every battle's gonna have the yellow tint now. You know, I can't wait for Pokemon Champions to eventually get Z moves in it. It definitely won't be this current season, but maybe one of the future seasons will have Z moves. There we go. Now it's daytime. VGC 2017 in a nutshell. Did VGC really enjoy Z moves? Or did they stick with Megas? Lazy animations as well. I mean, the animations for a lot of the specialty moves, like the unique moves, are actually really good. But like the generic moves, I do agree, but in my opinion, there needs to be a balance between good-looking animations and animations that don't take a million years. Like, yes, the animations in Battle Revolution looked great. The problem is, the fights were so horrendously slow. Like, when you try to, like, use Scratch, the Pokemon will just waddle up to the opponent, scratch them, and then waddle back. If that was in a main series game, everyone would lose their mind. But it's in Battle Revolution, so of course people love it. But I will say, out of some of the animations I've seen, I've had to fight a few Gyarados that had Waterfall. Waterfall looks really, really good in that game. It looks better than Surf somehow. Like, the Surf water looks fake, but the Waterfall water looked real. It's just weird. Bit inconsistent. But I do think Champions will get better with time. It's kind of like TCG Pocket, because when TCG Pocket came out, there was only one TCG set available in that, and it was Genetic Apex. There's a lot of sets in it now, but at the very start, there was only one set you could collect, and when you were doing battles against other people, you were very limited with what cards you could get. But I think when they introduce new seasons, they'll allow some new Pokemon, get rid of some older ones. Champions Earthquake versus N64. The N64 Earthquake is definitely good, yeah. But here's the thing, like, it was still, like, all polygony, too. But I guess I haven't seen Earthquake specifically in Champions. I'll let you know. Spark, there we go. And also, I'm not trying to be a shill or anything, but I cannot stand the amount of praise Battle Revolution gets. That game is absolutely garbage. It's a very terrible game. Like, both the original Stadium games were better than it. I think people just give it way too much praise because the animations look really good. Yes, they look good, but one, they're slow as shit. Two, the rentals in that game are horrendously bad. And in order to get other Pokemon, you have to connect to Diamond or Pearl, not Platinum, Diamond or Pearl, on a secondary Nintendo DS. And literally when you did the different Coliseum modes, the AI is literally pure random. I was watching Steve do a rental randomizer for it. And, dude, the enemy trainers are so freaking stupid. I saw people use ghost moves on normal types. That's worse than Diamond and Pearl. Even Diamond and Pearl doesn't do that. Like, the game is so horrendously bad, and people keep praising it. It's ridiculous. Honestly, I think I hate Battle Revolution more than Let's Go. But the difference is, like, when Fire Red and Leaf Green came out on Switch, I didn't really see many people praising Let's Go as the ultimate Kanto experience. Not many people were doing that. Oh, terrain spamming. That's what you meant. Okay. I've never really played around with terrains in competitive. The only one I really played around with was grassy terrain with Rillaboom. I really like it. It effectively gave both sides leftover healing. And I think that was it. It was kind of a both sides could benefit from it type of terrain. Alright, I'll definitely get the Silk Scarf. I effectively just get the Silk Scarf every single run, even if I don't use it, but it sells for 2,000, so you may as well just get it. I think we were talking about Champions. That game is buns. We were just talking about Champions, but I was talking about Battle Revolution because people on social media kept praising Battle Revolution as like the ultimate stadium-like game, which is, it's not. That game's trash. I mean, I do have some criticisms with Champions, but I think they will be resolved in time. Because the game's only been out for a few days, and they're already planning a server maintenance, and I'm sure they'll fix a ton of bugs that people have found. But all that stuff will be fixed, I hope. But what else was I gonna say? I don't remember. I still plan to do a champion stream at some point. I just couldn't do it when the game came out, just because that was the same day I was doing the ZA speedrun. I haven't played Coliseum or XD, but I don't think that game is a stadium-like game because it has a story. What's my favorite stadium game? Good question. I kind of want to say Stadium 2 because it has a lot to offer, but the problem is the rentals were so bad. I don't know, they all have their problems. You know what's funny? I saw someone online, like, listing off some complaints with Champions, and one of the complaints was absolutely stupid. One of the complaints was that the rental Pokemon's movesets were garbage, and I'm thinking, dude, you can literally go into the gym and change it. You can actually change the movesets. The guy made it look like any Pokemon you recruited, whatever crappy moveset they had was permanent. Dude, that's not how the game works. I also saw someone praising Battle Revolution. Some guy claimed that Battle Revolution has over 500 Pokemon in it, which it doesn't. Gen 4 only had 493, and the guy said over 500. But yeah, unless you're counting each individual unknown. And I saw someone else saying, well, Stadium 2 had 249 Pokemon in it, and I'm like, yeah, most of them were first stages and middle evolutions. Yeah. There's just a lot of misinformation about things. Like, I've read some actual valid criticisms that I agree with, but there are very stupid ones. But then whenever I mentioned, like, hey, that piece of criticism is stupid, it makes no sense, someone's going to respond with, well, you're missing the overall point. It always comes to that. You're missing the overall point. Like, just completely ignore if the criticism is garbage. They'll just say, well, think of what they're trying to say. They're trying to say it's bad. It's just like, you can never argue against any piece of criticism because people always respond with that. Oh, the minigames in Stadium 2 were awesome. The ones in Stadium 1 weren't really that good. Funnily enough, I asked Steve when he was younger, did he ever play the minigames? He actually told me he never played the minigames. All he did was the battles. Which is kind of interesting. I was the opposite. Like something me and my brother used to do is we would have each be 1 player, 2 player, and then 2 computer opponents, and we would just play the minigames. You forgot Spark? No, I have Spark on my moveset. See? Yeah, I do think Champions will be better after it's gotten some updates. Like, I'd say give it a few months when new updates and seasons come out. I think it will end up becoming good. But, like, as of right now, it is kind of bare bones. Dang it. Yeah, I might do a champion stream, I'll find out a day. I'm not gonna do any speedrun streams for a while. I want to play some stuff casually first. Like, I still need to stream, Coliseum and XD. I was gonna play Coliseum when it came out on Switch, but for some reason they released XD first. But I do have a serious question. Does it matter which of the 2 games you play first? Is it like a story thing, like I have to play Coliseum first, or does it matter? Because if it's like 2 separate stories, then I could probably just play it in the order that I want. Pokemon selection is the biggest issue, like you said, maybe. Yeah, honestly, I do agree with the not every Pokemon being in at once. My theory is they're only allowing certain Pokemon for each season. Like, I think when a new season comes out, they'll just have a completely different roster of Pokemon. Like, some may carry over, some won't. That's my guess. They're only allowing certain Pokemon per each season. I'm guessing it's to encourage people not to always play with the same team, but, like, try out new things. But that's just my guess. We'll see if it's true or not. Shockwave. Get rid of Withdraw. I should probably teach Workup, too. They don't matter too much, but they will quote the former game constantly. Yeah. Is it a bad thing I don't have any... I only have electric moves right now? When's the next mandatory ground type? I know there's an optional trainer with a Mudbray. Imagine Sonora gets knockoff. Oh, man. Actually, didn't they get rid of knockoff in Champions? I don't know if they'll do a similar thing with, like, movesets. Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly they're handling it. It's too early to tell, but I think once a new season gets announced, and, like, new rule changes, I think we'll see how the game's gonna work. I still think the game has a lot of potential, though. I mean, I've mainly been using Mega Lucario and Mega Dragonite. Although I heard people have been using Mega Floette. And apparently Mega Floette has Fairy Aura. Which is kind of nuts. Alright, I'm gonna go get Acrobatics. Dang it. I was looking at the bottom screen while running. Yeah, it's kind of upsetting there's not many items right now. I do wonder if it's a seasons thing. I wonder if they're purposefully, like, restricting what people can and can't use to get people to try out different teams. But then again, these are just guesses for me. Well, there is a meta for ranked. Everyone just builds parties around a main so far. Yeah, I think that's how they're doing it. Do we get Echoed Voice? Oh, we do. Nah, I don't think it's gonna be useful. Wait, does Echoed Voice say... Oh, it's 40 power. Bots? Okay, are you sure those are bots? Because, I've actually faced a bunch of people who would use Scary Face. There was one person who had a Garchomp with Scary Face and used Stomping Tantrum on my Hulucha. Are those people actually stupid kids, or are there actual bots trying to give people wins? I mean, one thing I'm liking about the ranked battles in that game, if you lose, your rank actually goes down. Literally, it used to be like that in the ZA ranked battles, but they pushed out an update from people complaining like babies. In ZA, if you lose a battle, your rank does not go down at all. Like, they just straight up put on baby mode. It's nice to see if you lose, you actually get punished for it. Have the IQ of Patrick read by an anvil, or Patrick with the piece of wood in his head. Okay, I'm gonna go get Protect. I think they are bots, just like TCG Pocket. Did TCG Pocket have bots early on? Damn, I actually lost to Cena. Honestly, I think Glaceon had higher base defense. Should I have gone for Shockwave? Probably. Hey, Shadow. I haven't heard you say Queen of Nerds in a while. Yeah, I just don't know what Glaceon's stats are like. The Sinnoh evolutions have very confusing stats. Yeah, but thankfully she's not a required win anyway. But still, don't underestimate Cena, because early game Glaceon's pretty strong. Yeah, what's Glaceon's defensive stats like? Has 110 defense. Is its special defense lower? Should I have been using Shockwave? Yeah, Shockwave would have been better. Oh, okay. I was just unfamiliar with its stats. Okay, I better teach Acrobatics in case I encounter a Rock type. Or a Ground type, I meant. $95. It's decently bulky. You brought your shinies from hometown champions? Oh, like from your home? Yeah, I actually transferred some Pokemon from Pokemon Home, Mainly just Pokemon I wanted to use, but I didn't want to grind for them. Like, Hisuian, Zoroark, Lucario, Rhyperior, and, something else. But I might consider Garchomp. Scope Lens? Eh. Scope Lens would only be good if I was relying on a high crit move. I'm not going to teach Hidden Power Ice right now. The monkeys, Watchog, and Furfrou are allowed. Oh, in Champions, I've actually obtained every single haircut variant of Furfrou. Like, I just straight up 100% that game. I do honestly think it is an interesting thing Champions is doing with initially restricting the Pokemon you can use, because I think it is to get people to use different teams. Because otherwise, everyone would just be using the same teams. It is definitely like a mental challenge you gotta think of. Because you have to make a good team and get up the ranks with only the Pokemon they allow you to use for that season. I think it's theoretically interesting. I didn't speedrun Champions. What? I'm only in the Great Ball tier for single battles. I may consider getting into Master Ball Cup for double battles, but I don't know. Then why Incineroar is in... Oh, I thought Incineroar wasn't in Champions right now. Mega Hawlucha entrainment combo. I mean, I've been using Hawlucha, but I haven't been Mega Evolving it. Should I be? Oh, no. Oh, I 100%ed ZA. But you know what's funny? I saw a random post on X, someone talking about who they thought the hardest gym fight was in every single gen. Somebody said Gen 7, the hardest gym/totem fight was Wishy-Washy. I am not kidding. Some random person on the internet thought the totem Wishy-Washy was the hardest totem in the entire game. Dude, Wishy-Washy's a freaking joke, even if you're playing with a fire type. Oh yeah, that same person said Gen 6 Valerie. Not Grant, Valerie. Dude, Wishy-Washy's so terrible. I've used fire types, and it would just use Soak on me. Okay, I think this person has a Mudbray. Growlithe. Honestly, I've kind of quit doing those polls. They don't really add much to the stream. And besides, like, if somebody joined the stream later or didn't vote, they can easily choose when to vote so they can be correct. Screech? No. What's the plan for Salazzle? Spark. At level 23, Spark is a clean 2-shot. I mean, we could do a little bit of Marowak training if we need to. There was a lot I've learned when I decided to actually dig into Pokemon, so I'm sure if I redid Moon Tome Wishy-Washy would be easy considering how ass it is. Dude, even in a casual playthrough, it's ass. Like, you have a full team of, like, maybe 4 Pokemon, and it just would use, like, Growl and Helping Hand. Interesting, Rockruff never went for Protect. Oh my god, these bots on Twitch are getting creative. Oh, electric types can't get paralyzed anymore. What's worse than the tutorial Pokestar Studios or Battle Royale? I mean, I think when I was younger, I had more fun with Pokestar Studios. But did anyone seriously actually enjoy playing the Battle Royale when the Battle Tree existed? Alright, I'm going to do a little bit of Marowak training. Because I need to be level 26 Florantis, so let's see how this works out. Yeah, some of these Marowaks can have lightning rods, so you want to use acrobatics. Yep, Costco. It looks like if they don't have lightning rod, you want to use Spark. Honestly, I think the Battle Tree was one of the best versions of the Battle Tower, because instead of being stuck in a building, you were climbing up a tree, and there were actually random special people you could fight. Honestly, Cynthia would be a way better champion if she didn't lead with Spiritomb. But definitely in a casual playthrough, Cynthia is very difficult because Spiritomb just being incredibly bulky. Pokemon Battle Facility that I liked was ironically Sword and Shield's Battle Tower, but it's only because of the music. I never really participated in it. I think I only entered the building to get Type Null and leave. I also remember I saw a video on this. Apparently there was a person in there who has the same move on her Pokemon twice. But yeah, I'm gonna need to keep training. Hey, how much speed does Lurantis have? Is anyone able to find that out on Kingler Calc? I've only ever Mega Evolved Dragonite and Lucario. 82 speed? Okay, yeah, I still have a ways to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to train on Marowak for a bit longer. Have I encountered a single Marowak that had Lightning Rod? Lightning Rod isn't an actual, like, forced reset. I would just switch to Acrobatics. I will say though, I don't like how the game runs at 30 frames per second, even on the Switch 2. Kinda stupid. I also do acknowledge that they have to make the game work on like people's phones and tablets, so I'm sure if they made it run at 60, the phone would probably explode. I don't know, maybe have like some sort of Switch 2 patch. I mean, if anything, at least it's a consistent 30 frames per second, unlike Scarlet and Violet. Scarlet and Violet's frame rate drops were so bad. But at least from what I've seen, it's a consistent 30. I don't think that person in Legends Arceus is related to Bertha. Imagine they don't make a Switch 2 patch. I've heard supposedly there is, but I don't know about that. And again, 30 FPS isn't the biggest deal to me as long as it's stable. If it's a stable 30 FPS, it's not that bad. But if it's like Scarlet and Violet where it's 30 FPS, but it can go down to 20 and it's all over the place, it looks really bad. Like, do y'all remember the beginning tutorial where you saw the children's legs dangling under the desk like this? You could actually count the frames. Fight Salazzle. I'll have this be my last blackout. I just want to make sure after I fight the trainers on the next route, I'll be level 26 for Lurantis. But yeah, as long as the frame rate's consistent, it can still look good. I think all of these Marowak just have Curse Body. I don't think they randomize the abilities. Should not have mentioned that outspeed. What do you mean? What does a used Switch Lite go for? I'm not sure. I mean, there's really no reason to buy a Switch Lite. Alright, I guess since I'm 25, I'll do this for real now. I mean, my first ever Switch was a Switch Lite. That was because I was young and broke. Yeah, they all have this. Yeah, they have slow growth rate. That's fine. I wholeheartedly expected that. Ow. Dude. This place may as well be the poison type trial. I mean, I theoretically could have saved there, but that Salazzle gives very good experience. So I will actually just accept the blackout. Plus, it's great for speed EVs too. I mean, I'll end up buying Carbos anyway, so I don't think it matters too much. Torment. Okay. Taunt. Oh my god. Okay, that was just stupid. Charge. Gross. Oh, right, right. We don't need Carbos. If I can find a used Switch 1, honestly, I think you should just save up and get a Switch 2. The Switch 2 is just straight up better. Like, I get it's more pricey, but I think it'll be worth it. Just trust me, when I upgraded, after trading in a bunch of stuff, dude, it's awesome. I can never go back to a normal Switch ever again. Look, whatever I can find, I get. Okay. Imagine if this was Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. Yeah, I refuse to do solo runs in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon. Not even a whole maybe, I just don't want to. Literally, the Rainbow Rocket series is my compromise for doing Ultra Moon. Besides, I think this is enough games anyway. Grass Knot? I'll go get it right now. You know, without the turbo button, this would be straight up impossible to do on 4x speed. I have to lower the game to 1x speed to do it. That was close. Yeah, all that training was definitely necessary. What are you doing in Champions? You're forgotten. Yep. Have you ever seen anyone use a Light Ball Pikachu? It's actually an option. Will you learn Nature Madness? Absolutely not. That move is literally a clone of Super Fang. I guess supposedly if you use the Z Crystal for it, it becomes a very good move, but the problem is the Tapu Z is only accessed during the credits. So that Z Crystal is unobtainable for me. Dominic, I have a probably unpopular opinion. I think ROM hacks that advertise like they have all 1000 Pokemon in it, I think it's one of the laziest gimmicks you could do. Like, what's the fun in, like, a GBA ROM hack having every Pokemon in it? Like, Route 1 is going to have, like, 57 encounters in there. Honestly, Masters, I think the only reason Pikachu's in it is because Pikachu with Light Ball can actually be better than Raichu. Do I need anything here? Can't learn Bulk Up, can't get Shadow Claw. Really no incense I need. Man, this Pokemon's on a very good pace so far. This is really good. Tapu Bulu might actually give you trouble since Grassy Search acts like leftovers for all Pokemon in battle. Yeah, I'm not so sure how to feel about Bulu. It is my least favorite of the Tapus. My favorite Tapu is actually Tapu Fini. I'm actually not going to save here. I'm immune to Thunder Wave. I can literally set up for free. Can I one-shot Lycanroc? Oh, thank God. I was actually kind of worried. Dude, that is one of the fastest Olivia splits I've ever seen. This might get A tier or S tier. I think if nothing else too majorly bad happens, I think this will get S tier. S tier is under 2 hours and 20 minutes. 75 speed? Are you talking about Bulu? Which end song do you like? The final one. Somewhere in my musics folder is actually a remix of the end battle that was on the Black and White official soundtrack. And it's really good, because they include a lot of the sound effects of different moves in the background. Oh, you mean any song that involves N? Does that sad song with the piano count? The one that goes, do, 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 do. Does that count as an N song? The Bulu tier list. I just have, the Komodo tier and the Wishy-Washy tier. I don't know, but I like the credits theme, especially when you see the dragons. Oh yeah, Black and White 1 had one of the best credit musics. I think, in my opinion, the best credits music is Legend ZA. I know it's a different mix of X and Y's, but the thing is, X and Y had multiple different credits themes. The Kiseki was just part of the original X and Y credits. But in ZA, it's the entire credits, because they extended the track. The original track was only like 2 minutes long. But the ZA credit track is like 5 minutes. Work up acrobatics? Makes sense. Also, if you're wondering if I can get the air balloon now, you have to defeat Nanu in order to get the air balloon. Oh, TM here. I need to get Roost. Hey, U-turn? I don't think I need U-turn. I thought Buck was Flint's cousin. Alright, I'm gonna get these to sell for money. Each of these rocks sell for $2,000, so if you sell all those, that's almost an entire vitamin. Because I'm gonna want to buy protein and calcium, and I need a lot of money. I might actually go north and get the Twisted Spoon just to sell for an extra 2,000. I don't think... Is it actually canon that that person's the ancestor of both Agatha and Bertha? I don't think so. Like, not all old people are related just because all old people look alike. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Twisted Spoon here, just to sell for money. Ends Purloin sucked to find when level 60s were on the first route of the game from Black and White. Yeah. It's actually pretty cool that, canon-wise, N actually released all of his Pokemon as soon as they were defeated in a battle. Oh god, no, not the Trick House remix. Oh no. See, work up and fly. I'll try just a regular work up acrobatics. See how that goes. Alright, so yeah, I'm not going to get any of the EV-reducing friendship berries here, unless I reach my EV cap and I'm still short on something. Because before, I would just get them right away and use them right away. We do need Wild Charge. Where is the Wild Charge TM? The only game I know where Wild Charge is in Black and White 1. In the Sharpedo route? Oh, I know where that is. Okay. It's in the middle of the route. Oh, good to know the Mullane heals you here. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I deserve to lose that. I deserve that.
No. Oh.
Ow. Dude, my speed. Dude, Mullane's actually kind of tough. Oh, dude, I misclicked. You might want to teach Grass Knot. Well, the problem is, Doug Trio weighs almost nothing. That's the problem. It weighs almost nothing. Like, it's a terrible move option. I'm gonna save here. I'm not really getting much XP. I think going for setup might actually be a waste of time. How did that live? HP Ice? That might work, yeah. Don't forget Volt Switch. Volt Switch is on top of this mountain, correct? Dude, Hidden Power Ice is literally worse than well, I guess it avoids the heal range. Oh my god. Dude, this guy's horrible. You know what? Volt Switch has decent power. Hidden Power Ghost? No. Absolutely not. I mean, Volt Switch has got to be better than Shockwave, so I'll just go ahead and teach it. The thing is, fighting these trainers here isn't going to make a difference with this fight. I just need luck. I'm going to do one workup. Dude, I need to just predict when it's going to do that. Oh my god. Okay, I think after I use the first Spark on Skarmory, I need to immediately switch to Hidden Power. Alright, so check this out. Now Hidden Power. Butthole. Oh my god. This is the most difficult I've ever seen Mullane be. What speed is that Dugtrio of his? There we go, finally. Oh, there's Wild Charge. Yeah, get rid of Spark. No, we need Hidden Power Rise for Hapu. There's almost no other way to beat Hapu without it. Okay, definitely number one priority, calcium. One protein. Without Wild Charge, you would never have defeated Mimikyu. Yeah, Dominic, I actually sold the HP up. Yeah, I'm gonna have Volt Switch in slot 1. But yeah, that is the most difficult Mullane I've ever seen. Oh yeah, we do need acrobatics. I forgot I unlearned it. Well, we'll just try this out. If we lose, we'll black out. Sorry to hear that, Dominic. Oops. Oh my god. Yeah, that's how I should have played that fight. I mean, Dominic, you don't need to ask people, like, if they can show up to streams. They're not entitled to it. It's not a job. Alright, so yeah, it is still bad how few attack EVs I have, but I don't really have many EVs in general because of how many trainer fights I skipped. It probably won't be that bad at all. You think Kukui's the Master Royal? Nah, I don't think so. Oh, come on. I survived that with 3 hit points. It actually did not use first impression turn 1. Getting leftovers is always helpful, but the problem is, it takes time to get the leftovers. Alright, let's see. Mimikyu. Z Wild Charge is an Oko at 33 with natural attack investment. We need Mimikyu to miss Play Rough or use Mimic, though. Alright, thankfully we'll be probably level 35. So, not having the max attack EVs at 100 won't be too big of a deal. Hold on, I'm going to get that PP up to sell, because I'm going to need to make a second vitamin buy. Protect is unnecessary because first impression is resisted by fairy and electric. It's quad resisted? I did not know that. No, it says half resisted. I don't think electric resists bug. Yeah, Mimikyu does have disguise. Forgot about that. What's the best thing to hit it with? We don't get Rock Tomb. We don't get Flame Charge. What are we going to do on the first turn? Because even if it goes for the Play Rough or turn 1 Mimic, it's still going to outspeed us. Because Totem Mimikyu has 132 speed. Because of its Omni Boost. Hit it with anything but Wild Charge. So, okay. Okay, that one actually has Lightning Rod. Oh, crud. Well, I'm gonna have to die. Guess I'll die. Alright, I gotta be careful of the guy here with a Garchomp. Or a Gabite, I meant. Yeah, there is a picture of Ash and Pikachu in the back room. Are you supposed to turn the camera? You can turn the camera with the left control stick. Right? Oh, come on. Alright, we'll need the Electrium Z. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh my god, that Mimikyu just completely threw the fight. It used Mimic twice in a row. No, there's no point in using Protect first. We want it to waste its first move. My god, that thing threw so bad. Alright, I need to get rid of Protect for a different move. Acro. Or you know what? I'll do Fly, so that way I can keep a held item. I mean, Fly is 90 base power, so it's pretty decent. Would you use the Pikachus with special moves from beating high access for each beach? Probably not. I don't really play with event Pokemon. Yeah, this guy gave me a reset because apparently his Marowak has a lightning rod. It's gonna kill me again, isn't it? Well, it's what I get for being poisoned. Oh, I actually got the 30% hit yourself. Nice. I do electric types always suck in solos. I mean, it's been doing very good so far. Literally the third island is where things went very bad, because I actually beat Olivia at a very good record pace. Alright, here's our Pokemon. Forgot the steel guy, sorry. It's alright. Well, let's just do great in Sun and Moon. Raichu's my 7th fastest run. Hey John, welcome back. Yeah, Tapu Koko's biggest struggle point was literally Mullane. I mean, the Vikavolt fight was kinda tricky, but I think it was mainly from not playing the fight correctly. But Mullane was actually hard. Just because you just have no coverage for his own steel types. Alright, Nanu. At level... Wait, how? Oh. Must have gotten roared. Oh, right. I can't use Volt Switch with this Pokemon here. Are you going to relearn acrobatics? Honestly, no. Fly is only slightly weaker than acrobatics, and I can use a held item. Dude, he actually tricked me. Dude, Trick Flame Orb actually worked on me. Hey John, do you know of any high money items inside of Po Town? But I think before I fight Nanu, I want to go do a second vitamin buy for protein. Alright, I need to deposit my tentacle. I have no idea how to avoid this guy. You know what's funny? Sun and Moon has a balance of being very fast and slow at the same time. Like, the cutscenes and, like, the story is just extra long. But in battle, it's very fast, so it's kind of a mix of both. Sorry, I was parking my car. How dare you not watch the stream while driving? How dare you? Kinda sucks for most physical electric types that their best move is Wild Charge. Special electric attackers get Thunderbolt and Thunder, but physical ones have to use a recoil move. Let's see. We need Wild Charge, Volt Switch, Grass Knot. With Electrium Z at level 40. Okay. Wild Charge Sableye, Grass Knot range on Krokorok, and Z Volt Switch. Damn. Did you get the amulet coin? I did not. I honestly quit getting that item. Just because I have to switch held items so much in this run. But then again, in this playthrough, I wanted to not have an item for acrobatics. Okay, I think I need level 40. So I'm going to take the blackout. Hold on, I'm going to fight some wild Pokemon here to get level 40. There we go. Hold on. Hey, N1, Grass Knot doesn't even do much to Krokorok in the first place because of its weight. Wouldn't Hidden Power Ice have been better? Dude, that range is even worse. It's the same damage? Oh. No fake out. That's interesting. Dude. N1, what's the range? At level 40 with 129 EVs? think I might need to use a fake out. Or not a fake out, a workup. Okay, yeah, I gotta use workup. 9 and 16. Dude, that's a terrible range. Oh, man. It's like, what, 56%? Oh my god. Dude, I am getting so unlucky with these ranges. It was that or a lot of grinding. Okay, yeah, so I think... I mean, theoretically, wouldn't Adrenaline Orb have worked, though? Because we could get the speed to outspeed the Persian. But the problem is, I'm sure the damage wouldn't have been enough. Finally. There we go. Legitimately, I just needed to get the range. Dude, a 916 is like 56% or so. I hit that thing with so many grass knots. I just kept failing the range. That was just unlucky. Yeah, that's what I needed. I legitimately just needed the range. I just wouldn't get it. Okay. I'm gonna teach Fly here over... Wild Charge, I think. This is the part of the run where you essentially just want coverage. Why do I keep doing that, dude? You know what? I 100% deserve that. You could get the... Hold on, I might be able to just get my final protein. I don't know, I blacked out so many times. There. Alright, let's see. We want a Z Wild Charge the Muck. We do want Work Up Hidden Power Ice Wild Charge Volt Switch. At level 45 with Electrium Z for Lucamine. Set up on Clefable, Z Wild Charge, Hidden Power Ice Sweep. Hidden Power Ice would be better than Grass Knot. I probably should have taught that. See ya, Dominic. Oh, I forgot Wild Charge on Muck. The Wild Charge. Eh. Yeah, we were fine. Oh, man. What would be a better item for that move for that Magneton? Probably, I don't even know. Oops. Spam Volt Switch has awful special defense. Oh, I was just thinking, well, it double resists electric. Oh no, it has electric surge too. Nature's madness. Gross. Budsdale? Uh... Okay, yeah, Grass Knot. Yeah, there's one coming up. That Raichu doubled its speed, thanks to you. Oh, it has Electric Surfer, right? Take that in mind for the final fight. Oh, true. Alright, uh... The EVs I need at level 68 are 120 special attack, 48 speed, and 136 attack. I might be at my EV threshold, though. Not yet. Oh wait, Lucamine. Work up HP Ice Wild Charge Volt Switch. Ugh. Okay. Setup versus Clefable 3 times, Z Wild Charge. Okay. Hapu. She is quite difficult, demanding both an Air Balloon and Doug Trio, going for Sandstorm when you're using Workup instead of Iron Head turn 1, otherwise reset. Workup, HP Ice Grass Knot are necessary for this mod to succeed. At 51, with 120 special attack, you must connect Sandvale. I have to go stream now? Oh, you're doing your own Stadium 2 rental thing? Are you doing it with Steve, or is he just a chatter? Like, just emotional support? I just saw that thing recover at full HP. It used Metronome Recover. But yeah, it's very valuable that we get this experience. I mean, you're not required to win the fight, but it's still good to get the experience. We still need 17 attack EVs and an air balloon. Yeah, I'll go get that air balloon right away. Need 140 because of going the generic 30 instead of 30 HP, 30 attack instead of 30 HP. I just went with whatever PK Hex went with. Hey, N1, do we need Calm Mind? Alright, I'm gonna fight everybody on this route. Yeah, I'll backtrack for the air balloon when I go backtrack for the rare candies. Because I like to obtain all of the rare candies before Hapu. Yes, I do, for Kukui. Okay. Alright, I don't need any type-reducing berries. We're only weak to poison and not bug. Poison and ground. And we're going to use air balloons, so yeah, no need for the berries today. Same with thunder. Okay. I did get rare candy, right? No, I did not. Good thing I noticed. I'm going to avoid that poison trainer because she is terrifying. Also, you're finally capped. Okay, so yeah, I will need to go get those EV berries. What was the amount of attack EVs I needed? Was it 140? So I need to get 2 EV berries. And then do a little bit of picky pack training. Just training north of the ranch town in general. Because a lot of the stuff there gives attack EVs. Yeah, I'll do all that when I backtrack for rare candies. Yeah, because otherwise we'll need a higher level. And that's just not feasible. Mo, grab Dazzling Gleam behind a rock puzzle? It's in the Pawnee Canyon though, right? Hopefully they're the defense or speed reducing. I can save scum those berries. They're not decided on a daily basis. They get decided as soon as you pick them up. It's a very good thing that's the case. I would not mind special. The one EV berries I don't want are attack, special attack. Those are the 2 I don't want. Guys, I've been frisked. The rock puzzle before the muck. Do you mean the one before the scientist with the muck and the magnezone? Oh, do we need a heart scale? I'm assuming not, because our remember moves are useless electric terrain, brave bird, power swap, and main look. Okay, but yeah, I better go get thunder. And calm mind. Alright, time to go get those items. Yeah, the one who gives a lot of resets and blackouts, no hard scale. Okay. Also, that little cave oh, I don't need to go that way. Let's see. The little cave entrance in the water I just passed by. There's actually a TM in there. You know what the TM is? Explosion. Zero reason to ever go in there. Alright, we need anything but attack and special attack. So no Hondu and no Kelpsy berries. Omeg, Qualot. Okay, I'll take those. I think Qualot's... yeah, Qualot is defense. One of those. And one of those. Alright, north of Peniola Town. The grass north of here has a lot of attack EV Pokemon. Normally for Pikipek training, I train on the grass to the south. But that's just because Pikipek have the best call rates. Oh. Hold on, I can actually learn the False Swipe TM. This is one of the few times I can actually utilize False Swipe for SOS grinding. Come on, dude. We need 16, so that's 8 Pikipeks, but I'm trying to find the stupid thing. There we go. One. Two. Oh my god. Three. Four. Five. Six. 8. There we go. And here's the thing, we cannot run away, otherwise we lose the EVs. There we go. Alright, there was something else I... oh, air balloon. Okay, I need to buy some hyper potions too. Oh, I'm not level 51. I need level 51, correct? Yes, I do. I need level 51, so... time to do a bit of training. I mean, theoretically, we could use a couple of our candies before Hapu. It just means we have to do extra training in the canyon. But... so, N1. What is the earliest we have to have level 68? Would it be round 2 Lucamine? Or is level 68 specifically for Kukui? Like, what's the first fight we need level 68 for? Oh, Lucamine 2, we don't need a candy yet. 66 for How. Okay, so you're saying save the candies for How. Got it. So... oh, I need to get rid of False Swipe. I also need Grass Knot, so get rid of Wild Charge. So I can afford to use a couple of candies. I'll just fight a couple more Pokemon so the Skull Grunts get me to 49, then I'll just use 2 candies. Okay, I think just a couple more. Okay, that should do. Oh no, what? Don't say oh no like that without giving context. Well then. Forgot to teach Discharge. Was it seriously absolutely necessary to teach Discharge? Oh. Hmm. Be fair, it's only 10 power stronger. Does the 10 power make that much of a difference? Maybe it won't. Alright. 2 candies. You need a heart scale now, and yes. Oh. Alright. Work up, Wild Charge, Discharge, Dazzling Gleam, Electrium Z, Sure Lucamine. Gladion, Electrium Z on Silvally. Dazzling Gleam. How use Canes get 6/6 minimum. Discharge on Skarmory to not trigger the poison. Discharge Oko Mandibuzz Discharge. Is this the correct... oh, Air Balloon. That's what I want. Dazzling Gleam into Discharge. So, this is a no-win, right? Yeah, that's a no-win. Sandstorm, there we go. I missed. Dude. Extreme speed. Hold on, I'm gonna go get that, art scale. Yeah, this is a fight where discharge mattered. Oh my god. Yeah. I was... My... My thoughts were the fact that Wild Charge had a better base power than Discharge, and that we wouldn't need it. So I'm gonna go with that as my excuse. Oh crap, I forgot Hyper Potions. Yeah, I was definitely just way too biased. I mean, I think I've said this before. Oh, an item down there. I've said this thing before, but one of the worst kinds of Pokemon you can play in this game is mixed attackers. Because instead of specially training in one particular stat, you kinda have to spread out. So instead of being like very good in one stat, you're mediocre in both. Uh, Where's Dazzling Gleam? Thought it was in this maze. Yeah, this thing is probably not getting S tier. Alright guys, let's say hi to Chuck. Yeah, I know it doesn't have the best map. You can just give me the Bulbapedia description of where to get it. I can probably figure it out from there. It said the middle cave. Middle cave? What? The one with a hiker in it. That's probably the one with Rampardos. Alright, I'll try and go back there. Man, this is one of the biggest problems with fairy types is fairy types have to wait such a long time to get coverage. Kind of like Gen 1 fire types having to wait for Fire Blast to get a decent fire move. I'm purposefully not using repels for training purposes. So it's in here somewhere. Alright, I need to use an ether on Volt Switch. Better what? You know what? I can just do this. What? Oh wait, it's I might pause and look up a video. Pause.
Hey guys, this is the 4th Gen Gamer bringing you guys another tutorial video for Pokemon West Pony Canyon, and it's pretty deep within inside it. You have to go out of your way for it, so rather than try to explain any of it or anything like that, I will have it on the screen exactly the, kind of route that you want to take to get to it, because you really do have to go out of your way. Not terribly, but, it won't, appear to you if you just go the normal way. With that being said, hey, if this video does help you, hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh. It's a part of the canyon I never knew about. Look, there's a little hole here. And there's actually trainers in here too. Yeah, I never knew about this part of the canyon. So yeah, from now on, I will definitely come here for the trainers. Yeah, this is probably on track for an A-tier finish. Alright, finally, our first fairy move, and our only fairy move. No, I'm not counting Nature Madness. Alright, how many candies do we have? Eight. Okay, so we just got our final candy here, so minus 66, that's 58. So we have to train to 58 before we can use the candies. You know Kyogre's time is 2:13. To be fair, we needed the level 66 for Tapu anyways, and that much. You mean we didn't... You mean how? Yeah, true. So all that time we did doing blackouts, it all ended up mattering. Yeah, this fight here lags really bad. And I just one-shot it. But then again, we could have had more efficient training. I mean, Pawnee Canyon is effectively the best place to train. Alright, what do we need for this fight? Work up, wild charge. Freeze dry. Dude, that is not fair. Dude, that is so not fair. It metronomed an ice move that happened to freeze me too. That was how I died. I legitimately did not expect to lose this fight. I expected it to be free. Clefable is very easy to set up on, but it's literally the metronome lottery. Do I have to watch this again? That's why they banned Kyurem Black in Gen 8. Does Freeze Dry have a 30% freeze chance or something? I know Secret Power used on top of Mount Silver and Heart Gold Soul Silver has a 30% freeze chance. I actually saw Salamence actually use that strat a lot, so I'm actually going to utilize it next time I do Heart Gold. That thing just metronomed Thunderbolt. Pain Split. Of course, it used Pain Split. Okay. Gladion. Electrium Z on Silvally. Dazzling Gleam for Weavile and Electric Terrain. Wild Charge means we still don't need candies. How? Use the candies to get to level 66. Raw Wild Charge and Shell Bell equipped. 342 speed on the Raichu. Oh my god. No, 10%. Freezing in general meant nothing could wall it. Not even defensive Clefable, funnily enough. That's funny. But why specifically Kyurem Black? Other things can freeze. Yeah, I think from here, we're very likely to get A tier. We're not getting S tier, sadly. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I don't think electric types are destined for the S tier. Regular Kyurem and Kyurem Black got instant due to Icicle Spear Dragon Dance. So how come White Kyurem didn't get banned? Ow. That's the only time I've ever seen that thing use multi-attack. Oh, so all of the Kyurems got banned? Scumbags. Oh, I should have deposited my Pokemon. Okay. This is my fault. It's just I have to pee really bad. There we go. Nice. I got 58. Exactly what I needed. 8 rare candies gets me to level 66. And I'm going to have to use a heart scale to get discharge. Candies, candies. Oh, didn't equip the shell bell. Oh. Right, yeah, that's why. Nice crit. Alright, who's first in the league? Paula, 1 workup Dazzling Gleam. Not even gonna save here. Alright. Kahili, Dazzling Gleam followed by Discharge on Skarmory to not trigger the potion, and then spam Discharge. Acerola, Grass Knot, Palossand, and then use itemless Acrobatics with Workup, Discharge, and Grass Knot. Grass Knot, Workup. Nice, I actually outspeed the Crobat. Not many things can outspeed Kahili's Crobat. That thing has over 190 speed. Alright, so I need Grass Knot, Acrobatics, Discharge, Workup. Yeah, I don't think I need to use a workup. Thankfully, I believe Palossand is very, very heavy. Dang, that thing actually lived. Alright, Olivia. Wild Charge, Discharge. Okay, so I need Wild Charge back. I just tried to use an escape rope out of the league. Classic. Let's see. Z Wild Charge Carbink. Let me reread this. Workup, Discharge, and Wild Charge Grass Knot. You need to set up one time on Relicanth. Oh, that was the problem. Hydro Miss, nice. Dude, that thing's special defense is way higher than its physical defense. Oh, the electric terrain is gone. Where's my Z crystal? Oh. Whoops. Okay, we still win, but that was kind of rough. Thankfully, her golem's not that smart. Alright, Kukui. Level 68, Calm Mind, Discharge, Roost, and Thunder. Thankfully, with how often you get heals in this game, the one max elixir Gladion gives you is essentially used for Kukui, and that's it. Calm Mind once on Lycanroc, twice if he missed. Okay. Then Discharge the Lycanroc, Z Thunder the Snorlax. Thunder the Incineroar. Stall with Roost until you survive 2 blizzards. Wait. Until you survive 2 blizzards, get to +2. So I need +2 here. Okay, wow, that Ninetales just threw the fight. Communication with the emulator has been restored. Weird. I thought the... What did that thing just use? That was mirror code, wasn't it? That was freaking mirror code. Okay. Notice. Oh, dude, I can't even use Wild Charge here. Alright, I'm gonna go for Roost. Flash Cannon. There, I think going for the Roost kind of messed up his AI, so it didn't make him go for it. 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 17 seconds. Dude, that was 43 seconds away from not getting A tier. If I had gotten one more reset to Kukui, it would have been B tier. But dude, yeah, we got to the very end of the A tier. Dude, electric types, they're good in this game, better than average. Like, when you compare electric types in, like, Kanto, or electric types in Hoenn, they aren't that great. And they're in this game, they're passable. It just really depends. But I think what this Pokemon really struggled with was the slow group, and, what else was it? Poison weakness. The poison weakness was really bad. Okay, as soon as we get to the long credits, I need to go pee. You know what? I'm just gonna keep the controller in this hand and just... I've got like 30 seconds. Oh, yeah. You're right. Being a mixed attacker. Mixed attackers are horrible in Sun and Moon. Because generally a Pokemon does best when I can focus on one stat. But if I have to focus on 2 stats, making sure they're both equally good, then I end up with problems. Like, a lot of the top tier contenders only had to focus on 1 stat. Even Pokemon that claim to be mixed attackers still like to focus in 1 stat. But this thing just needed both. Yeah, that's the problem with electric types as well. Their movesets are very bad. But yeah, next week we'll do Tapu Lele. And we'll see how it looks. But Psychic Fairy, Psychic types have really fallen off since Gen 5 with the overabundance of Dark types. I feel like Lele will be the best one because it has the best offensive stats. So it's got like, what, 130 special attack? Oh my god, please hurry up. I've been drinking a lot more water than normal since I've actually started taking this little patch you can put on your chest on the side here. It's like an anti-cravings patch because I'm trying to lose weight. And it makes me drink a lot of extra water so I can get rid of the excess calories inside of me. But I've gotta be so bad. Okay, thank God. Oh. That being said, Mimikyu will be a disaster. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, it's worse speed though. Yeah, these other ones are definitely going to need speed natures for sure. Draining Kiss, Astonish, Confusion. This thing gets Psychic Shock by level up, but not Psychic. That's weird. Nine hours, 39 minutes game time. Hey, we got sub 10-hour game time. Alright, so here's how we add the Pokemon. Koko. Game time of 9 hours, 39 minutes. Real time 2 hours, 29 minutes, 17 seconds. Level 68. With 14 resets, 20 blackouts. So yeah, Zekrom got a time of 2:28.58. This thing got 2:29.17. If we look at the leaderboard here, yeah, barely any time separates these. And remember, Zekrom was banned from Z moves. I think if Zekrom, Kyurem, and Reshiram are allowed Z moves, I think they can all get into the S tier. Wonder if Psych Up is worth it for that one fight. For Mimikyu? Maybe, because we could steal a free Omni Boost, but the problem is the disguise is still up. That's the problem, the disguise is still up. Well, we'll figure that out later. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream will be tomorrow. We'll be doing Pokemon Crystal with Mega Meowstic. I know that was delayed, but Steve says his back is feeling completely better, and he'll be able to do the stream.